When I said them taking to out,
Okay, Percival. Okay.
is then out.
Well, welcome out to Blacktown second grade. We've had a few technical difficulties, but we're back with you now. We do apologise. We have a scoreline of Manly 3, Baulkham Hills 2, and we are in the top of the third inning. Welcome, Donny Bylighter.
Thank you, Court. Thank God we got that sorted out. Big thank you to Benny Sweetenham and the Fish. Good job.
Yeah, great job there. And Luke Eisenhower, if you're listening.
Listen, we're back online, Lukey.
Chill out, mate. Chill out. Just maybe just ensure your scorers don't unplug things and we won't have a problem.
Anyway, just a bit of a recap what's been going on here. Baulkham led 2-0 after the
There's a high fly
first innings,
ball
high
out to
fly
centre
ball
field. It's taken out there by Percival.
By James Percival, and then Adam O'Neill come up to bat in the top of the second, and we had a bit of a misfield in right field. Ball ran the so Adam was credited with a in the park home run. I'll just check that with the scorers.
So Manly's batted round. This is the 2-hole hitter, Goodsall, the second baseman.
Marie, you wear a jack out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So what that meant, it was a single,
Yeah.
and then an 89.
Yeah.
So they're all under.
Apologise for that bit of information. The ITPHR was marked as an error to the right fielder, so
There's a pop-up.
Adam
Oxspring's
O'Neill,
under it. The muff fly by Chris Oxspring. Sun was in his eyes. He had shades on, and he didn't look comfortable at all. So Goodsall gets on, which
brings to the plate Ashley Roberts.
Ashley Roberts. Of course, if you're tuning in from up the peninsula, we welcome you, the people from Manly, people from the hills, Baulkham Hills, we also welcome you. And here we are. Our plate umpire is none other than Jason Spurway. Field umpires are Dave Brody and Don Washbourne.
Dashing Donny's out there.
Dashing Donny's over at first base. In skip deals for a high ball. Going round the diamond here for Baulkham Hills, we have Caleb Shepherd in the battery with Mitch Inskip, who's pitching. Chris Oxspring over at 1, Tommy Roberts at second base, Mitch Ellison at short, Stephen Courtney third base. Our outfielders from left to right is Tommy Pello in left field, James Percival in centre, and Jack Warwick over in right field. The designated hitter, none other than Craig Lewis.
Just for your information, the third grade game that was played on Diamond 1 today. Been Ryde went the way of Ryde, I think about 10-3, so Ryde survived. And
10-7.
10-7, was it? And I think it was
I don't know.
10-3.
10-3. I got the score wrong. Maybe.
So Ryde go through, and we'll meet the Blacktown Workers next week in third grade while the Baulkham boys have a rest.
Very good, very good. In skips Dealing.
Ooh.
Wow, the zone seems to have just moved a touch. Didn't look like there was a lot wrong with that one. What do you think about that one, Donny?
No, it's a bit hard done by there.
Yeah, you can't argue balls and strikes. Fair call. There's a strike there on Goodsall. It's ground ball to Ellison at short. Plays one. There's a double play on.
Play.
And that'll end the
Well
inning.
played.
And we'll be back with you in the bottom
Before
of
you
the
go,
third inning. Oh, okay. Before we stay on.
We'll stay on for a bit here. Missing our radar gun from
Yeah, Brent Ryan brought a radar gun down here. I don't know what's
Where
happened
is he?
to him. I don't know.
We might have to sort, because we always have spectators wanting to know what velocity players are throwing at. Well, as soon as we mentioned the radar gun court.
It's not here.
Oh, we don't really know.
Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. To you live. We've had a fair few technical issues out here in the outfield. We will be streaming first grade later, and obviously I'd say the stream will be a bit better from the main diamond. We're on diamond 3, and up to bat for Baulkham Hills is the third baseman Stephen Courtney, facing Matsui from Manly.
So yeah, bye. Yeah. Now, the batter in the box, did Hammer sign him as well? You signed young Padavan. Did he get this bloke?
I thought you signed him, Donny.
This bloke here?
You've got the credit for this one. Ground ball to first base, and Courtney is out.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia here with this next batter coming into the box. It's none other than Craig Lewis. Now, right now at the plate we have two Baulkham Hills.
Craig Lewis and Jason Spurway.
Very good, mate. Wouldn't be the Manly catcher, would it? But anyway, that's all good. And these two would have played together back in the day. Full of trivia here today.
You are. One's got an Olympic medal or two, the other
one of them too.
Lewis lines that one to the fence in left centre. He'll have a stand-up single. It's centre fielder out there. Adam O'Neill did a good job in running that down. Craig Lewis is 2 for 2 in the game.
2.
Brings up the catcher, Caleb Shepherd, and he's in form. He hit a pretty good,
been hit
pretty
well.
good
Been hit well, Caleb.
gondola last week.
He did. Anyway, we need him to carry it on here.
So the scoreline is 3-2 in favour of Manly, and of course this is the major semi-final, not an elimination game. Not playing for sheep stations today, just a little bit of fun. See if we can. We're at the pub next Sunday. We'll be back here in the sun.
Well, hopefully we'll be at the pub.
Which pub would that be, Donny? The Bull?
Oh, we can go
We go to
anywhere.
Bull and Bush. We head to
Anywhere
the
you
toll
like.
gate. You've got a new venue, the toll gate, the Bull.
Tollgate, I think.
Yeah, okay, all right. Oh, wow.
Called strike.
Matsui's working the corners and he's getting the calls. Good luck to him. So we're going to go through a little bit later with some social media comments made in recent weeks on some Baseball Australia sites. We'll read them out to the viewers.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, very good. Happy to do that, Donny?
More than happy to do that, mate.
Couple of people. That ball misses wide. We'll go around the diamond here for Manly. We do apologise. In the battery with Matsui is Brendan Hathwaite, and first base is Ash Roberts. Daniel Goodsill is at second. Over at shortstop is
Shep draws a walk. Sorry,
Short-
mate.
Shep-
Just cut in there.
Shep draws a work. Tommy Butler at third base. Trent Nicol in left field, Adam O'Neill centre field, and Luke Brown in right field. And there are a couple of handy players on the Manly bench. Just one or two.
Couple of Australian.
Yeah, a couple of Australian. It's Australian
Josh
under 18
Beasley
squad,
and,
Beasley and
Just had an ejection out the back. Well, one of the Cronulla kids took out the first baseman on the fly ball. Ejection.
Oh, really?
Fly ball to the first baseman. The runner at first took him out. Cronulla. James someone.
Just getting reports from Diamond 1, ejection. There was an ejection
Cronulla
from
player.
a Cronulla player on Diamond 1. We'll get back to you with a little bit more information on that.
Does that mean he can't play next week?
A few questions. Can he or can't he play next week? We'll find out.
Depends, yeah, good
sh-
question.
shortly
I
we'll
would
get back
say,
to you.
I would
Okay.
say no.
Big Jack Warwick.
I suppose.
Runners on 1 and 2 with 1 out. Matsui misses high.
So Magnificent Bastard will be looking at this one, won't he?
He might well be, Donny. We've got a run strike count here on Jack Warwick, who's definitely loading up for this pitch. And he drives it between shortstop and third. And Scott Downey's just held Craig Lewis up at third. With 1 out, you don't want to take any risks, and especially with a power hitter coming up to bat in none other than the pitch. Chris Oxspring.
But not a Bronco.
Doesn't like the Broncos. Hates
Doesn't like the
them.
Broncos.
Doesn't say doesn't like them.
Hates them.
Detests them. Detests the Broncos. He is
Unusual for a Queenslander to feel like that.
Titan. He's Gold Coast Titan, mate. Yeah, bit strange, but
Although the way the Broncos are going, he's probably better off being a Titan. But
Matsui bends one into Ox, nearly hits him. And if you've missed the game, which you obviously have, Matsui's already hit 2 batters for Baulkham Hills, and I would say he's going very close to hitting one a few more.
well, if he's going to do it, it'd be a nice time to do it now.
Yeah, it would be. Misses outside to Oxspring. He's just missed inside and outside. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Got some wheels over there at second base. And some wheels
Wheels
at
on
first
2
base.
and first, but
No wheels at
some
3.
old wheels at 3.
High for ball 3. This is the payoff pitch, Donny. 3-0. Red light. I'd let him hit.
Hawks will take this.
Mr. Padre will take this one. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
That was high. That hasn't been a strike all day. And brings the 9-hole hitter Tommy Pello up.
He could have viewed Tom last night in the Ninja Warrior, I believe.
Really? I was here, mate. I was watching baseball.
Yeah, well,
so
I was here with you.
Don't know. Our coach must have been watching it on the phone.
Yeah,
To
he
say
must have been.
must have had the phone on in the
Must have
dugout.
been. So yeah, and I think he missed the top prize by 10 seconds. But
10
anyway,
seconds. He's just
that's
taken strike
second-hand
1 down the
information.
tube.
So we'll follow that up later. See how we go.
Yeah,
Might do an interview with him to see what he thought of it.
We should. Pello fouls that one off over onto Diamond 1, onto the big dime, and then we have a tied ball game here. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2 strikes on Tommy. Shout out to Luke Eisenhower if you've actually got the stream, Luke. Welcome. Send a GPS, not a GPS, send a UPS out if your scorers are going to unplug the gear in future. Fellow fouls one off there. So many good guys over there at Manly. It's a great club, the Manly Club, Donny.
Yeah, I've had a fair bit to do with him. He's had some fair battles with him over the years too.
I think Murph's son's in the dugout here. He's probably going to come on and pitch after Matsui.
Yep.
Good blokes, good family.
Yep, very good. Baulkham family, through and through.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. A lot of the Manly boys are pillows down and swinging on an outside bender. So we've
Back
got
to the
two
top of the
away
lineup
here,
with
top of the lineup.
Jimmy Percival.
James Percival up. And,
Come on to the game last night and made an impact straight away
Funny that.
in first grade.
Funny that. Didn't surprise me. Did that surprise you at all, Donny?
No, James is an Australian representative and,
Didn't surprise me.
yeah. So, he's capable of doing those sorts of things at the right, clutch times, which last night.
Misses outside, so let's have a look at what we've got. We've got Wills on third base, Wills on second base, and we've got
no Wills on first base.
We've got a tricycle on first
Which
base.
he's got to worry about the hamstring being torn again.
Okay,
With poor old
no,
Ox.
yes. So Percy takes another one outside. And look, talking about people who might be watching in on the stream, all very good afternoon to you. Percy drives one to second base, and Goodsall Harbour bridges it over to one for the out.
So we're locked up here at best, 3-3.
And we'll be back with you. The top of the fourth inning here at Eastern Creek. We have a locked up ball game. Mitch Inskip on the bump, and 66.
The catcher, Brendan Haithwaite, in the box.
Takes the ball
Inskip,
inside.
Ball one.
So news from Diamond 1, ejection was on a base runner for Cronulla, who collided with the fielder on an infield fly, or something to that effect.
But he's out of the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much out of the game, I'd say. Inskip deals. There's Brendan Hathwaite swinging there and missing for the first strike of the dig. breeze has picked up out here at Eastern Creek, and Inskip just misses low.
It was sort of during third grade. The ball was carrying in the outfield, so it was obviously blown out. But it actually still is blown out.
So comebacker off Inskip into the infield, and Brendan Hathwaite's speed's got him to first base in front of Tommy Roberts, and brings up Luke Brown, the right fielder. One of the young guns in the Manly lineup. He might be 18, 19, maybe 19.
Maybe 19, I'd say.
Fair bit of size about him. Most of these Manly boys have got size on their side. Takes strike one.
Bit of an unlucky deflection off the pitcher's glove there, caught.
It was in the last play, yeah.
And it just didn't carry on to the second baseman, Roberts, and the result, the runner's on base. Funny game, baseball.
Funny game. Inskip just checking on the runner over at one. The catcher, Hathwaite. Thought he'd just like to see him dive in the dirt a few times. Inskip goes again, and Nelly gets him. Bobby Washbourne, Donnie Washbourne now over there, not fazed by what's happening. Inskip deals to Brown. Hung a curveball there that Brown laid off for a ball. Hey, tell me, Donnie, you've got some relatives over Manly Way.
Well, I've got a son lives over, yeah, and soon to be married in May to the lovely Laura.
Laura, the centre fielder from Baulkham Hills ladies team,
Yeah,
women's first grade team.
that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. And little Jackson, who was running
Little
around here
Jackson.
yesterday.
Yeah, cool. So you got some family ties on the peninsula.
Yeah, I will have for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
well done, mate. Well done.
Bert and Brett and Ian, mum and dad of Laura, and the boys.
Goes for the lead runner and gets him with a force at second over to Tommy Roberts. Speed of Brown gets him onto one with a fielder's choice there. Tommy Butler, the third baseman. Tommy's, I'd say, 17 years old. Another young gun from Manly.
Yeah, very young.
If only we had that bloke, what's his name, Luke Eisenhower. If he was here, he could tell us all about these blokes.
He could, Luke.
He could,
mate,
he
you
could. Where's he? Is he here?
No, he'd be sitting up in Lancaster Avenue, I would say. Well, actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, he'd be up in Lancaster Avenue.
Oh, help us out, mate. If we get the pronunciations wrong, just throw a text in or comment on the stream.
Luke, it's all right.
Inskip stealing here. Block that number, Donnie. You just blocked Luke Eisen, did you? So he doesn't text you.
No, mate, Luke, you can text me anytime.
Okay.
No, that was Stuart Bell. Big shout out to Billy,
Shout out to Billy.
somewhere up Newcastle way. Was going to make it down today, but didn't, but that's okay. No doubt you'll get down one day, Stu. Had no commitment, Stuart.
It's ground ball to the shortstop, Courtney, who goes for the force at two, and there's
They're quick, those kids.
quick. Tommy Butler's fairly quick, and that brings up
Ash, no, it's not.
Sutton,
Jared Sutton.
the DH. He
Bernard
must be-
Sutton, referee.
That's it, one of them. He's got to be the DH. I can't see him where he's fielding, so
Number 60.
Sutton.
He got no number. That's 29, sorry.
Batting in the 7 hole.
Sutton, 29 scorers,
That's
yeah.
him.
Yep.
Sutton's 29.
It is. Well caught.
Yeah, got him. Here's a strike to lead off this at-bat by Inskip, who's certainly he goes about his business pretty well. This
Mitchell.
Quality kid.
Quality pitcher. Big shout out to Dad Mark, better known as Nipper.
Nipper. If you hear Nipper, you need a bit of help with the radar gun.
Wish you were here with a couple of those ingredients, those radar gun, mate, but you're not, but that's okay. But the young bloke's going well.
Always does. Inskip leaves a high curve, high and up for a ball. A lot of people setting up little picnics out there over in the AFL field, Donny. It's that sort of a day. You could have a picnic out there. Eh?
I think that's where Cameron Watson views games from when he's here.
Cam Watson,
Yeah.
brother of Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they Cain and Abel? I believe.
So that was Mark Maguire tagged him. Tagged him as that.
He did.
Shout out to Mark
I know.
Maguire.
Mark didn't.
I know Mark's not on the stream. We spoke to him about trying to get him here. He said he had church.
So no chance of him on the radar gun then.
Sutton's swinging at a bit of junk that Inskip's dealing, and he just gets the better of batters. Inskip, he gets him to do that. Shout out to all the other viewers. I know we've got some viewers over there at Kellyville Ballpark that are listening in and watching. Curveball, it's Sutton's fouled off again.
Where would you be throwing this next pitch?
I'd go hard outside.
Yeah, you got to, yeah. Well, that swing. I'm assuming young Lucas Wood's going down the pen. I'm assuming he'll be used at some point in time today. Had a great year now under 18s.
Curveball that's hung and it's driven out to Tommy Pello in left field, and that advances the runner. We now have runners on 1 and 2 with 2 outs. And O'Neill, the centre fielder, Adams coming up to bat for Manly.
There's Jackie right out there, that magnificent bastard, Jack Warwick. Yeah, is he right this time around?
They've moved him, have they?
No, he's out there. He's got to trap the ball.
He's got to trap the ball.
Get behind it, block it.
Yeah, Donnie, we're not going to do much swearing today. We're going to try and keep it tight, not loose.
Oh.
Okay, so instead of swearing, I want you to substitute a different word for a swear word, okay?
I can try and do that.
Let the viewers out there. There's a ground ball to Ellison, who's crossed the diamond and out. O'Neill. Base is loaded, and Trent Nicol, the left fielder, is up.
That was a tough play for Ellison. Deep.
Tough play.
He did very well.
He O'Neilled it.
Easy. Who's this? 25? Ah, okay.
Trent Nicol, the left fielder.
Yeah.
Errol Flynn it.
Top 4 all locked up. Loaded bases, 2 out.
Should cook it, Dotty. Oh, this is pretty important bat here. Inskip deals, misses inside. Tommy Butler at third base for Manly. Exchange to Stephen Courtney. Obviously, they know one another. Inskip plays the one to Oxspring.
Side away.
And that's side away with no damage. Welcome back to Blacktown Diamond 3. You're listening to the Baulkham Hills stream, and we've got a new colour guy joining us. We've just dropped Donny Bylighter off, and we now have none other than Johnny Kendrick. Good afternoon to you, John.
Yeah, g'day, Court. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, mate. Glad to have you on board. As Ellison just fouls that one off. Ellison takes that inside for a ball. And, of course, those of you who don't know Johnny was the coach of Baulkham Hills third grade that are through to the grand final. Congratulations, John.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It was a bit of a stressful game coming up 5-3. But it was good to get the win and give the boys a week off.
Yeah, there was a bit of conjecture, a bit of discussion over who scouted your closing pitcher. Any of him from the club or to the club?
There's a few rumours going around, but I know me and Jack were happy to have him.
But we haven't worked out who scouted him. No. Donny. I think Donny was claiming it, Donny Bylighter.
Yeah, Donny wanted a tip to go into his pension. But it is the horse race.
There you go. Now that brings that's one away. Brings Tommy Roberts up, the 3-hole hitter. Tommy takes the ball outside.
Yeah, locked in ball game here. Bottom 4, 3-all.
Yeah, 3-all bottom of the fourth. Now, anything else happened in the game of note that Tommy Roberts hits a high fly ball to right field, and getting under it and taking the catch was Luke Brown. That's 2 out, which brings the third baseman into the box. Courtney's 0 for 1 today. He's got a hit by pitch at his first at bat, and he's grounded out with his second. And he hit a home run last week at Gilchrist, hit one out of the park.
Yeah, he's had a hell of a season this year.
He's batted in the high 600s here in second grade. And certainly enjoying his baseball.
Still 17?
16. Yeah, hasn't turned 17 yet.
And obviously it's a big workload for him today. He'll be forced to back up for ones tonight there, Steve?
He'll be somewhere. He's almost hit by pitch again.
Does he get fed at home, right? Does he get a steak into him, or?
Occasionally, I think, he likes his pasta. Likes his pasta more than anything, I think.
What's his favourite pasta, the carbonara or the bolognese?
He likes them both. He eats all types of pasta. What about you, Johnny? You look like you're a steak man, or?
Yeah, made 'em in the steaks and the slow cooking. But I must admit the craft beer's a bit my speciality at the moment.
Bit going on there. Courtney walked away. He nearly got hit from that pitch, but it was an inside pitch. Tell you who he's good mates with. Steve Courtney is good mates with Big Daddy Lucas Brown. You heard of Big Daddy Lucas Brown?
Mate, I have. I was actually reading the article in the paper the other day. He's got a fight coming up with Paul Gallen.
Courtney grounds one up the middle to shortstop, across the diamond, and wow. Thrown out at first for the third out. Donnie Washbourne's called him out, and good play there by Manly, and we'll be back with you for the top of the fifth inning very shortly. Top of the fifth inning here at Eastern Creek, and welcome back. Johnny Kendrick's with us. Favourite food, or what are you going to eat? What's your go-to food and drink when you get home tonight, Johnny?
I think I'm going to do a reverse sear on a steak, nice and nice T-bone. But I've got my favourite beer at the moment. It's a beer down from Canberra. Ben Spokes the brewery, and it's a Crankshaft.
Crankshaft. I picked you as a White Rabbit, man.
Yeah, I do enjoy my dark ales, White Rabbits. I'll give another shout out to a Tasmanian brewery called Moo Brew.
The Ben Spoke, that's really gaining some popularity. Brewery down there in Braddon in the ACT. And a shout out to Ben Moore from Canberra if you're down there and having a beer. No, you.
Yeah, number one at the Gabs got voted Crankshaft, and I think number 7 was their Sprocket.
The Sprocket. That Sprocket's got a bit of giddy up in it.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you drive. We count a few.
Saw Timmy Noy. He's over on Diamond 1 at the moment in the first base box seats, and he's drinking that White Bay.
There's Mitchin skip delivers and a base hit to Manly.
It's a lead-off base runner for Manly. So where do you buy your Ben Spoke from, John? You get it from Dan Murphy's or local bottle shop?
Yeah, Dan Murphy's sell them. Northmead Cellars, as well as the Bull and Bush.
Bull and Bush, yeah. I've heard the Bull and Bush has got a good range of beers. Like, well, that Donny Bylighter likes the Bull and Bush.
Yeah, great selection there. You got to keep your eye out for Pirate Life too. They're another South Australian beer.
Pirate Life, yeah, I've heard of that one. The Skip deals a strike.
But a few breweries popping now in New South Wales, Brick Lane, Mountain Culture, all deserve a chance.
Very good, very good. This bloke here is swinging another bird, swinging Birdmans. So this is Goodsall, the second baseman, swinging a Birdman. Connor McDonald must be, he must be importing them by the container load. So if you're listening in, Connor, shout out to you and to the McDonald family. Or the clan. No, Connor Mack, we're talking about Canberra. His little brother, the ACT Brumbies. There's a hard hit ball, but that's a... It's going around foul, almost. Tommy Pello nearly got to it, but it's landed the other side of the third base bullpen.
Surprising Tom Pello didn't climb the fence there. There's rumours going around he's on Australian Ninja.
You'd expect him to make that out if he's on Australian Ninja.
Yeah, between that and his time doing hair commercials for shampoo.
Is he now?
Skip deals, and Goodsall fouls that off and stays alive.
Great.
Joining
Great
us here in
pitch.
the commentary, along with, there's a foul ball off diamond one. Along with Johnny, we have Jack Dormer. Very good afternoon to you, Jack.
Hello, Andrew. Pleasure to be here.
Enjoying your baseball?
Loving my baseball, mate. Spent a lot of time here, so if I didn't enjoy it, I'm certainly doing the wrong thing with my life.
Chin Skips hits the batter there. Runners at 1 and 2.
Goodsall runners 1 and 2 with no outs. What's your go-to beer at the moment, Jack?
Mate, I do enjoy a Tui's New. Pretty stock standard.
Okay, Ash Roberts, the first baseman, is up for Manly. Bunt situation happening here. Let's see if Baulkham Hills are on the ball. Courtney, the third baseman's having a look for bunt. Corners, Oxspring's playing back.
That's a good pitch.
Roberts takes an inside pitch for a ball. Couple of pitches getting warm down in the Baulkham Hills bullpen. And Skip just glides a curveball in for a strike. We've got down in the bullpen. We've got
You got to look at Lucas Wood
Lucas
and
Wood and
the Ranger.
the dog handler.
Yeah, it
The dog
shows his
handler from Blacktown.
bit of time.
There's
at
a
the
high
outfield.
fly ball out there to Jack Warwick, who takes the catch. They're tagging at second. And Ellison, and good cut. The lead-off Brad Zorn advances to third. There's runners on the corners with one out. Very tight ball game. Catcher Hathwaite is up to the plate, and I'm going to hand you over to Jack Dormer for a little bit of colour.
Thank you, Andrew.
One dead, runners at the corners here. Manly looking to capitalise.
Very good block there by Caleb Shepherd as Inskip spikes a curveball.
For those viewers who don't know, Jack Dormer helps coach third grade. What's your thoughts on this morning's win today, Jack?
It was quite professional coaching there by yourself, John. I think the boys did really well and kept their composure. It's a true testament to the coach.
Top 5 here and calling time.
As the coach yourself, John, what do you think the conversation between Gary and Mitchell will be?
I generally like keep it relaxed. What's his favourite movie? If he's got any good winners for me on the punt.
I'm sure it'll be a very intelligent conversation.
Yeah, there's rumours speculating around that Mitch Inskip's in the stock market and talking about buying and selling. Got any tips for us, Jack?
None at all. That is not anything that I'm very informed about. That is more of Andrew's expertise.
Part of the game here. Runners at 1 and 3. 1 out.
I think that conversation would have been about who had the better moustache out of the two, as Mitchell Inskip does like his rolly fingers on his top lip.
Yeah, he might have even been asking for more moustache wax, actually. It's starting to die with the heat.
A strike flipped over there by Mitchell. Trying right here. One out here in the top of the fifth. And the bases have now been loaded.
And right fielder Luke Brown's up. Seems to me the Baulkham Hills pen's starting to get hot.
Luke takes a strike there, down the plate. I've been very fortunate enough to coach Luke over the years.
Got any tips for us, Jack? Is he a fastball hitter or does he like the off speed?
Well, if you listen to my coaching, mate, I'm not a very good coach, so for Baulkham's sake, hopefully there's an out.
Yeah, Brownie's known for his pitching more than anything. Very strong kid. So that ball's fouled off down to Chris Oxspring at first base. One of our 2 silver medalists in this lineup here today. I am just been informed.
There's even rumours that a Jack Dormer was moonlighting as a pitcher last week.
Pitched all right too, young Jack.
I think he might have a career, actually.
All right, we've got bases loaded, 1 out. Corners are playing in for Baulkham Hills. Inskip misses high on Luke Brown. Two and two count from plate umps and Spurway. Inskip misses low to bring it to a full count.
Yeah, if I'm in the pitches, I'm probably throwing a slider here. I think he throws a decent one. We'll get a ground ball out of this.
Double it up, you think, through the middle.
Yeah, definitely take one.
There's a slider. It's gone to Courtney at 3. Steps on his bag.
Oh,
He's put a tag play.
it's called time. He's asking for clarification here on the call.
Just looking at the call there, Stephen Courtney's played the force at 4. There was no double play.
missed the bag and got the force
Yeah,
at
it's
home.
a force at home.
Hence no tag required.
No, he's got the force at home.
Big play there, still two out
Two
on
outs,
loaded bases.
no runs have scored. Like to probably watch that on the replay. We could be a crucial play there, because if he did step on the bag, it means it was a force, not a force at home. But
Needed a
Spurway's called the force at home and the play safe at third. So
It just looks to me that Mitchie's probably starting to get a little bit tired, the heat.
Tom Butler, the third baseman in the box. So he's got 2 balls on him. Three balls on Butler.
And to go swinging, or are you going to force him to throw all
Oh,
the way back?
bases loaded. I wouldn't put a red light on him. In skip misses high, and that walks a run in. 4-3. Strike one on the designated hitter, Sutton. It's a groundball. Ellison's going to make the play across the diamond, and Oxspring makes the out. So we've got a Manly hitting the lead 4-3 in the middle of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Eastern Creek. We are on the mound for Manly. And he'd have to be 6'6", this bloke, Craig Lewis. Do you think?
6'6", 6'7", 105 kilos.
105 kilos. He's missing a rib. He had a rib removed when he was had an injury.
And obviously, age has got the better of him, a bit of a loss of hair as well.
Jeez. Kick him when he's down. Craig Lewis got doubled over on that bender by Matsui. And it's 2 strikes on Lewis, who would be unfazed by the count, I would say. Matsui deals and puts the bender in to strike Lewis out.
You don't often see Craig Lewis like that swinging.
He just got bent over by the pitch before, and it was a bit just a bit mixed up in that at bat. So nothing serious there for Craig. Just brings the catcher Caleb Shepherd into bat.
Coming off a bit of a hot game last week, putting one out at Gilchrist.
His first pitch, he takes outside. Takes outside again. Must say it's very thirsty work out here on Diamond 3. Takes ball 3 outside. It'd just thinking about those people that might be at home on the air conditioning, might be sipping a Chardonnay, sipping a bent spoke sprocket, or a you know.
Probably great afternoon to get down here. Plenty of baseball. You got the first grade finals tonight. Sunshine. What more can you ask for?
3-1 count on Caleb Shepherd. Sui deals and slots that one in there to run the count full.
A minor stumble back to the right on it, but maybe he was further away from it.
Wow. Caleb gets called up on a bender on the outside corner for 2 outs, which brings Jack Warwick.
Yeah, great slider.
Was a very good pitch.
That was nasty. And Jack Warwick up the bat, probably looking for a bit of redemption after the mishap.
Jack takes ball 1.
Just looking for a fastball there, I think, from Jack. Looking to hit something hard somewhere. Very athletic human, this man. Built exactly like John Kendrick himself.
Quite flexible for a big guy, lifting his weights. Counts now 2 balls, 1 strike. Matsui's continuing to deal out there.
Ball's hit hard to third base, and the throw across the diamond is late as Jack shows off his wheels up the line.
Chris Oxspring's at the box. Got let out by the retirement home to come and play today.
Because Chris Oxspring's sporting a new nickname. They call him the Hatterberg of Baulkham Hills. Since he's a first base specialist now. They've asked Oxspring what's his general fear over there, and he says the ball generally coming anywhere in my direction. The case with Chris, he likes the ball over there at first base, but Oxspring takes the ball low. Matsui's struggling to find the zone again. He's a bit hit and miss, but he's certainly working corners, working the zone. Yep, we've got it's Murphy, I think, in the bullpen for Manly warming up. As Matsui misses outside the Ox. Umpire Jason Spurway calls 3 balls.
A bit of excitement from the game behind us. Seems to be a little bit more action than this game.
It's ball 4. Ball 4. Jack Warwick was off like a rabbit. And they're going to bring a mound visit. He was off like a white rabbit. Very good call there, boy. Jack Dormer, and we've got a mound visit, and I would say Matsui's day might be done. Yeah. Him in, I think. Tommy Pello's due up, who's a 9-hole hitter, and we Manly do have 2 outs here, so we're going to see if Matsui can get through this. Umpire Jason Spurway has just said that's a visit, and is coming back. Base hit here by Tommy Pello will surely score Jack Warwick. I don't know if it'll score the...
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of safety concern with Ox running the bases and his history.
In call there, we've just looked at Ox Springs. There we go. Tommy Pello's driven it to second base, and that's the inning. They've pitched around Ox Spring. They've walked him 3 times, so that's side away, and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay.
All right, back at here, top of the 6th. Lucas Wood on the mound. Is a 17-year-old kid. Got a great fastball and an awesome slider to go with it. Let's see how he goes here against Manly, who are 1 up. Lucas Wood
Hard hit ball to centre field. The wind's dragging it, and that's down. Percival couldn't get to that, so that's a stand-up slippery nipple by the look of it.
Yeah, I don't think you can leave fast balls up to these guys. Fast ball munchers.
That was O'Neill, Adam O'Neill, the centre fielder, who's just hit that that slippery, and that brings Trent Nicol, the left fielder, the 9-hole hitter, up to bat. And we've got a scoreline of 4-3 in the way of Manly. Top of the 6th inning. Wood deals a strike.
Looks to me like the corners are in, trying to stop that run. Short and second and playing back.
Wood drops a curve in. Got a hit by pitch there, and runners on the corners. Had 2 strikes on him, so let him go, and one up now. The shortstop, Brad Zorn. No, it's not Brad Zorn.
I thought Brad Vaughan played for the All Blacks and the Broncos.
I'll just find out. We've got a change in the lineup. Wasn't he wearing number 6 before? No, he's not. Number 3. Brad Zorn. That's him. He's at 6. We're going well here.
He's wearing number 3, he's been always wearing number 3, he's at 6.
We're going well.
It might be a long day in the sun out here in the commentator's box. Wasn't Brad Thorne a dual Wallaby as well? Wallaby, All Black. Lucas Wood, 2 strikes up on him now. Baulkham Hill's probably a little bit desperate to get this out, keep the runners.
Brad fouls another one off.
Fouls off his slider again, still 2-0.
But they're not sending him back. They're claiming him for their game.
Okay, we've got score updates for you around the fields. We've got 9th over in the elimination game in 2nd grade, and we have a 2-all ball game with 2 outs in the top of the 9th between Cronulla and Rydehawks. 2 runners on. We'll try and keep you updated over there for what's happening here as Wood misses outside. Traddles is on the mound there for Ride, and Cronulla are looking ominous with a couple of runners on.
I think with Lucas Wood here, you got to back yourself and throw your slider.
Must say this Manly team is putting up a very good performance here. Oh, played umpire Jason Spurway's having a bit of a run around. He's one of our avid viewers, Jason. I've looked at the hits and he watches his games and reviews them. And
Does he have a subscription?
he does. He's subscribed to our YouTube channel. No, Ellison gets the ball. And there's a safe hit
Great play
to
from
Ellison. A good stop by Ellison, and we have runners at 1 and 2. Manly out to a 5-3 lead. And no outs with the second baseman, Goodsall, up to bat.
Yeah, great pick up by Ox. Unfortunately, just dragged him off the bag. Now we still have runners at first and second.
Yes, he did, says Jason Spurway. And over on Diamond 1, it's the middle of the ninth with Royd up to bat, and we'll keep you informed on the extra innings if they happen over there.
Lucas Wood gets ahead in the count now, 2-0. Oh, and 2 for those, baseball viewers who are following us.
Wow. Almost a triple play there to Baulkham Hills. Ground ball to Stephen Courtney, steps on the bag over for the out at second, and they've just missed the batter at first base on a triple play. So that's 2 away, and Lucas Woods certainly dodged a bullet there. That was a hard hit ball down the line to Stephen Courtney. There's no doubt about the force at 3, force at 2, and only just missing Tommy Roberts with the throw across to Chris Oxspring at 1. And we just had some comments here that if it was Pudge at third base, they would have turned 3. There's a line out there. That's not very nice, Jack Dormer, to say Pudge would have turned 3. That's side away, and we'll be back with you shortly here at Eastern Creek.
Welcome back to Doonside. Zach Murphy's on the mound.
Yeah, pitching change here for Manly, and not sure what to make of this. Matsui is out of the game. This could be alarm bells for Manly, but we'll see. Zach Murphy is no doubt an accomplished pitcher, and only a young gun here in the Manly lineup. And he's on the bump out here at Diamond 3 at North Blacktown.
Yeah, you know, nice tall lad. Got the locks to go with it. Have you heard the old saying in TV? There, Andrew, if you don't have the locks, you ain't on the box.
I have, mate. I have.
James Percival's up to bat, sporting
Jim-
a great mo.
Jimmy Percival, Jason Spurway give you a dirty look because he's got no locks, so he ain't going to be on the box. Murphy deals for a strike. Murphy pops one up in the infield. It's catcher. Percival's out for the first out of the dig. Brendan Hathwaite brings Mitch Ellison batting in the 2-hole into the box. Murphy deals a strike to start Ellison off. Murphy throws one inside that misses, evens the count at 1-1. It's exciting stuff happening over there on Diamond 1, Johnny.
Yeah, a little bit more interesting than he seems to be just going through the paces. Great change up. Got Mitch Ellison looking.
Came in fairly high there, but it must have dropped. Full confidence here in Jason Spurway's umpiring ability.
Murphy punches another one out. That's
Brings Tommy Roberts in. See if we can have a 2-out rally here for Baulkham Hills. This team, this second grade team, normally scores all their runs on 2 outs.
yeah. I'll probably have to back that there with Courtney coming up next. Then you probably got the old pensioner combination, Louis and Ox.
It's a bit harsh there, Johnny.
Yeah, well, from one silver fox to another.
He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes here. It's always the fast ball down the middle here. Wondering if the boys have noticed that. There's a bender. It was a nice pitch. It was caught very low in the zone. But, Tommy Roberts swinging and ball's in the dirt, and Tommy Roberts is down, and that's side away, and we'll be back with you shortly here from Rudy Hill.
welcome back to North Blacktown here. Top 7, Manly up 5-3 with a special guest, Andy Courtney.
Lucas Wood going to work. Starting off with a strike call there. Throws the ball there to the catcher, Brendan Hathwaite. I believe Diamond One's gone into extra innings in the second grade game over there between Cronulla and Cronulla and Ryde. We've got a 5-3 scoreline here in Manly. Woods deals and that's hung and that's hit hard to Percival, who makes the catch in centre field. He travelled a lot of ground to get there, and that was a very good catch by James Percival.
Lucas Wood probably breathing a sigh of relief after that one, comparing to last inning. He was a stand-up triple.
Yes, to start off the inning, got into a bit of trouble. Now we've got Luke Brown up, the right fielder for Manly, the one that Jack Dormer described as a pitcher.
0-1 seems to be hanging a lot. Lucas needs to start shooting the knees. Takes the count to 2-1 here.
Brownie swinging right through that one for a strike.
Great pitch there by Lucas Wood. Probably maybe a bit unlucky there, but that's the life of a pitcher. You win some and you lose some.
Well, Deals and Brown fouls that one off. Lucas deals with a breaking ball, and that's strike 3 on Brown, and he knew it. Brings Tom Butler up, the baseman for Manly. Bringing a ball out to plate umpire Jason Spurway. It's 2 out here in the top of 7th inning. Wood deals, fastball missing inside.
Lucas Wood there gets himself ahead with a nice off speed. I wonder if you're catching the twos, Andy, would you start to make a couple of changes, try and get a couple of things happening?
I trust the process. I think they've got a pretty good lineup here. I just trust the process. They need to get off the canvas, and I think they've got it in them. You may be looking at, I'm not sure about a couple of these boys maybe backing up into first grade. You might look at taking them out of the game and putting some fresh balls fouled down the first baseline by Tom Butler. You might be looking at that. I know Manly don't have a first grade side here, so they don't have to worry about that. But I think that they might be wary that boys on the diamond maybe coming into that first grade game in the 4th, 5th inning tonight. And those boys, I'm certainly think this isn't really a must-win game because Wood makes light of that inning. And we'll be back with you in about 2 or 3 minutes from St Mary's.
Yeah, welcome back to Doonside, bottom of the 7th. Manly, 5-3 here. Up to bat we have Stephen Courtney.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup here for Manly. Courtney's the clean-up hitter. He's leading off. Craig Lewis behind him, and behind Craig Lewis, Caleb Shepherd.
Murphy's back on the mound for Manly.
Courtney takes one up and away, and it's the first pitch strike that Zach Murphy's missed. Misses low, Murphy for ball 2. He might have been a bit lucky there. He's got the inside on Murphy.
Yeah, Courtney wasn't happy with that call, but
yeah,
that's life.
Yeah, normally that's a ball with this umpire. Ball 3 to Courtney, 3-1 count. Murphy deals, and there's ball 4. And Courtney's on. He's gone hitless today, but he's been on base twice. And the all-important leadoff runs on Craig Lewis bat. Now there's this, if you've ever seen it, the Master versus the Apprentice.
This is...
He'd be double his age? Not quite, no.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Be very close. The batter on the pitcher? No.
How old Zach?
Well, I don't know.
I think Louis is in his mid to late 40s.
He'll be double the pitcher's age.
Double.
Courtney might want to be careful over that one. There was a fairly big lead taken.
Big opportunity for Baulkham Hills with Lewis, Shepherd, Warwick and Oxspring coming up. I've got a funny feeling here Lewis probably will like this pitch a bit more than Shuey.
Back. Courtney's in a run down. Wow. Just finished saying they need to be careful there, and I'm not sure what was happening.
Yeah, wasn't sure if that was a signal given there on his first move or if it was just got picked off.
That's one out for Baulkham Hills, and Baulkham Hills aren't too happy with that result. Surely they wouldn't be. Murphy's just hung a curve that Craig Lewis has shanked over towards third base. Pitch in the dirt there to Craig Lewis. Score up 5-2 in the bottom of the 10th inning. They are 3 outs away from eliminating riders. Craig Lewis fouls that one down the third baseline. Another breaking ball by Murphy.
He might have to go into the AFL field to get that one. Craig Lewis just lets one rip.
Lewis takes the ball.
Full count now on Lewis.
Driven down third baseline, and Craig Lewis is on board.
Yeah, that's a cage killer one. Next guy up hits a single, and your lead off is out. Zach Shepherd up now for bat for Baulkham Hills.
Shep takes a ball that was a little bit high in the zone. Just get a feeling this batter gets on the pendulum, may swing a little bit to Baulkham Hills. Zach Shepherd's missing his spots here. Zach Murphy's missing his spots. Oh wow! Was a gimme there from Jason Spurway. Ball 4, and
This is a very probably big potential here for Baulkham Hills with Jack Warwick and Chris Offspring up the bat.
Offspring's got 3 walks in this game. He's looking to hit when he comes up. So, barring a double play here, I would say lefty matchup when Ox is up. I can see some damage being done here, either by Jack Warwick or Chris Offspring. But let's not try and preempt things, Johnny. Just let it play out. A lot of things can happen here. Warwick takes a strike down the middle. Jack Warwick swings at mid-air there for strike 2. A breaking ball from Murphy. And he gets him with another breaking ball, and why wouldn't he? Jack missed the previous one by a fair way. Brings Chris Oxspring, the left-handed hitter, into bat. And we have Craig Lewis out on second. Caleb Shepherd's got some wheels behind Craig Lewis.
I spoke to Oxspring before this at bat. Indian is saying he's that desperate to hit that if he gets ball 4, he's going to hit off the tee.
That's our Chris Oxspring. Murphy misses outside to Oxspring. Bit of activity in the Manly bullpen. It looks like it's going to say Yamaguchi, but I might be wrong. As Murphy throws one in the dirt. And they've thrown nothing at Oxspring all day here to frustrate him. Ball 4 to, and he's had 4 at-bats for 4 walks.
There you go, Chris, you can hit off the tee now.
Someone's pinch hitting for Tommy Pello. We're not quite sure who it's going to be.
Tommy Stanzik.
Tommy Stanzik for Pello. Tommy Stanzik's in for Pello. And those of you in the know who know Tommy Stanzik, he can swing a bat. Bases loaded here with Stanzik takes a high fastball for ball 1. Stanzik swings and misses. Well, it's got the inside corner for strike 2 on Tommy Stanzik.
Loaded bases, 2 hit, 2 out.
Breaking ball, and it's hit up the middle. Stanzik showing the wheels, but Oxspring's tagged out on his way to 2 for side away, and no runs are scored there by Baulkham Hills, and we still have a 5-3 ball game going into the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, welcome back to South Woodcroft here.
Got some changes, and we have for Manly we have Zach Newbold into the game for the left fielder Trent Nickel. We have Alex Pello into the game for Tommy Stanzik, who just had a pinch hit. And Lucas Wood still going about his work in the top of the 8th inning. Over on Diamond 1, I believe Cronulla have won the game 5-4 and eliminated Ride second grade from the competition. So the loser of this game will play Cronulla next week. Of course, the winner will be through to the grand final. Fairly tight ball game here with a 5-3 line in the favour of Manly.
And just a shout out to Jared Van Dyke, couldn't be with us today due to work commitments.
Yeah, there, VD. Hope you're well.
Lucas Wood deals their strike one here of a swinging Manly. One on one, top 8, Manly up 5-3.
Bender that's just missed. Ball out to Jack Warwick in right field.
Manly again start the inning with a lead-off. I wonder how many times that would happen today, Court.
Yeah, it's happened a bit. Got a pinch runner in. Shohei in for the runner.
This automatically does it. Until you're told otherwise.
My thumb's getting hot now. My thumb's in the sun.
Centre fielder Adam O'Neill in the box here for Manly. Runner on one, Lucas Wood just checking on that runner, that pinch runner. Looks like he's got a little bit of white rabbit in him.
Yeah, Manly looking to get an insurance run.
Still 6 outs here. Baulkham Hills could really turn it on. Wood puts a breaking ball in for a strike. Holding the runner tight there at first base, Lucas Wood. And Caleb Shepherd certainly stopped the running game. Oh, they late swing on that breaking ball, which is put in play, and it's a double there. He's out. No, he's not out. He is on the bag. He's got his foot back on the bag just, and it's a sliding double there to O'Neill, which has got runners on 2 and 3 with no outs, and here he is, the in left field, or it is Zach Newbold. Zach's swinging one of the Connor McDonald Birdmans. Shout out there to Connor. Breaking ball in there for a strike from Lucas Wood.
Infield playing in here, trying to cut off that run.
So they're holding the runner. Breaking ball, and Zach Newbold's driven, and that will score 1 run, and we'll have runners on the corner with no outs, and Newbold gets a hit in his first at bat. One would wonder why or how Newbold hasn't started this game.
That was a good shot, that one. Right in between Ox there and Tommy Roberts at second base. Baulkham Hills pen starting to get a little bit busy. Manly leading 6-3 here with the potential to go ahead. And a narrow
So
there.
throwing
out
error
at
on a
second
Shepherd,
base.
with a run will score for Manly. That puts them 4 runs up with
Double.
and Baulkham Hills get out of that with a double play, or 2 outs. Still not out of it. Scoodsall is up to bat.
Ellison. Shortstop.
Short.
9-6.
Goodsall in the box here. He's got another Connor Mack Birdman bat. So breaking ball, and that's hit out to Alex Pello in left field. Two. Yeah. Ash Roberts, the first baseman in the box now for Manly. It's Wood Deals, and there's a hard hit ball that's lined out to Tommy Roberts at second base, and we will be back with you shortly here from Doonside.
Welcome back to Northeast Plumpton. Bottom of the 8, Baulkham Hills out their final 6 outs here. James Percival up and Manly up 7.
Order here for Baulkham Hills, and there's certainly a task ahead of Zach Murphy. As Murphy misses outside for a ball.
Nice hot day out here at Bungarrabee. 29 degrees is showing up, but with the sun's by, it probably feels like a 38 degree day.
Sure is. As Percival fouls that one off. And in the words of Donny Bylighter, we're all sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage.
It's not. Big shout out to all those sellers out there. A couple of guys here are probably suffering dehydration and out stigma. The man's not a camel comes to mind.
This is thirsty work, John. Man's not a camel, is all I can say.
I think the next contract, something might have to get said.
Murphy puts one in the dirt, and we have a very experienced batter here, the Luke Percival. So the lead-off runner's on. Let's hope they don't put a steal signal on him this time, Johnny.
Nah, down by 4. I think you just got to play by the books, but Mitch Ellison's up to bat now.
Mitch is a Newcastle boy. He's made the trek down for last night. He stayed out in the Riff last night at a hotel. He's turned up here for second grade. There's a hard hit ball. He's got under that into the wind. It's over. Newbold has caught it. Morning track. He looked like he was in a bit of strife, but certainly caught it, Zach Newbold. And that's the first out of this inning. Brings second baseman Tommy Roberts into.
And unfortunately for their fellow, he'll have to pay another $72 in tolls to get home.
He will. Roberts takes one low and in the dirt. I have to say, I think Zach Murphy's throwing 1 or 2 more balls than strikes at the moment, as Roberts asked for time. Catches.
There's a bit of congestion here.
Yeah, catches chirping, and Tommy's calling for time.
I think Tommy's a bit arguing, saying, "How do you cook his steak?" Tommy likes the salt and pepper medium, and the catch is well done. Just a bit of friendly chit chat there.
As Murph misses outside. Roberts taking that all the way for strike 1. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball from Murphy that misses. Outside and high. And that's in the dirt, and there's another base runner for Baulkham Hills, and we've got a mound visit coming up with the clean-up hitter coming up for Baulkham Hills. See what this mound visit eventuates in. He's just going out maybe to chat while the bullpen warm up. There's a right-hander in the bullpen for Manly, and I would say Stephen Courtney. No, they've taken the ball off him. It's his appointment. He enjoys facing left-handed pitchers, and I'm sure he would have preferred to face Murphy over the right-handed pitcher that's coming in. Max Milner. Right-handed gun.
And this would be a nice challenge for the young man here, having Stephen Courtney and then Craig Lewis up.
A few raps on this picture from Jason Pospisil and Baseball New South Wales. And Baseball Australia does throw gas. He's a young kid. He's in the Australian under-18s. In the squad going to the Australian Institute of Sport. So let's see what he can do. He's done most of his pitching in under-18s. And
well done to the young man for making the Australian under-18s team.
yeah, there's a few
Big
of them
shout
here
out to
today.
him. I think
And,
Stephen Courtney made that as well.
Yeah, we've got a couple. Well, we've got a few from each. I've got Beasley on the bench there. He hasn't come into the game. Zach Newbold. We've now got Max Milner from Baulkham Hills. There's Stephen Courtney, Tommy Stanzik, who had an at-bat. And
You'll
I
probably
think
see the other guys later tonight.
later tonight in first grade, you'll see a few more. Solomon Maguire and Zach Elvey and Nicholas Chappell.
You're only here to...
If
Fine,
you are
Garby.
coming, Eddie, can you bring us some beer? Because we're parched.
Yeah, 45 degrees. Bring the kids along. Get a good, bacon and egg sandwich. And if you're driving past here too, give us a beep. Just let us know that you think of us.
One out. Are there any outs? Who got out? Yeah, the fly out. Yeah, okay. So now the clean-up hitter Stephen Courtney coming into the box to face Max Milner. We've got one out. That was the fly out to Zach Newbold. And down he's letting him hit. There's no signals. So it's Milner v Courtney. Milner misses outside. Milner misses again.
Just looking at Milner there, might be having a bit of weight in his shoes. There's a bit of strapping going on there.
Yes, there is. Good pick up there, Johnny.
Might be doing that throwing his center balance off.
Milner deals an off speed for a strike. Off speed outside to bring the count to 3-1. I'm assuming he's throwing off speed. He's busy, John.
No, the first time I've seen the young man before. Would he have thrown yesterday? Did under 18s make it or?
No, Manly under 18s are, I believe. 3-1. And he misses outside, and Courtney draws another walk.
And up to bat is Craig Lewis with the bases loaded.
Yeah. Probably a good option might be an intentional walk here and walk one run in. Rather than have all four. I don't know. I'd be very careful. And Max Milner wouldn't, I don't think Lewis is. He probably wasn't born when Craig Lewis won his Olympic medal.
No. This ball could go a very long way.
Milner misses.
He throws a very full seam fastball. There's no movement. Craig Lewis would be biting at the lip for this.
But geez, Manly corners are playing in.
Very unusual when you're up 7-3 Don't understand that move there.
They're up 7-3 and they're playing in the corners, so they're looking at a double play on Craig. Surely there's a green light. Yes, Scott Downey's got a green light here for Craig Lewis.
I'm going to call it. This ball's going to go centre left.
That's out. Oh, he's called that a strike, and yes, scoreline is 7-3 in favour of Manly. As Milner gets the outside corner, Craig Lewis agrees.
Yeah.
Wasn't his pitch.
It's the old bulldog here versus the young fox. Young fox pulls it back to a 2-2 count. And he almost had him there for a second. He had Louis walking across the plate.
Louis was going to hop in the other batting box and have a swing at that. I think he'd be out if you jumped over in the other batting box and had a swing, would you?
He's there, you're batting outside the box.
You'd be in the other box, but full count.
Oh.
Lewis stays alive.
Almost breaks his back, his eyes lit up.
Full count on Lewis. Milner pitches and I think Louis went after it. I think it was ball 4, but he tried to put it in play and score some runs.
Yeah, knowing Louis' approach here, he doesn't want to get rang up or even give the umpire any enjoyment of getting K'd.
No, Louis will be...
I wouldn't be surprised at curveball here.
outside pitch. That was definitely ball 4. And Louis fouled it off. Curveball in the dirt could go...
could be handy. I think he's just running 3 straight.
Well, if they knew who Craig
fastballs.
Lewis was, I'd probably throw it. And there's a high. It's going foul. Craig Lewis has fouled out. For 2 away. That's a big out there for Manly. Caleb brings Caleb Shepherd into the box. Yeah, I agree with him. He's probably trying a little bit too hard to score some runs. He had ball 4 a couple of times and fouled it off. And brings Caleb Shepherd up. And let's see where Caleb ends up. As Milner misses high. Milner misses again on the inside.
Two dead here. Baulkham Hills down to their final 4 outs. Bases loaded.
Ball 3 to Caleb Shepherd. He's struggling with the zone. Ball 4, which puts a run across the plate and brings Jack Warwick up to bat. So Baulkham Hills still trailing by 3 runs. The go-ahead run in the box, tying run at first base, and we have a mound visit to Max Milner. And taking the ball off him. And we're going to a positional player. And the positional player is I think it's the shortstop, Brad Sawn.
Interesting move here, going to a positional player who hasn't had a proper warm-up. I guess the coach is thinking that he only needs the one out to get him out of the dig.
Okay, folks, we're trying to get this. The DH is gone to 6 to 1. 1 to bench. Okay, we've got 2 outs. We've got a positional player on the mound. And Jack Warwick in the batting box with Chris Oxspring on deck. I'm just looking around. All the runners have got wheels. So we've got, as you said, Johnny, no, what did you call them? Pensioners on the running paths. Prospective pensioners.
The old bit long in the tooth saying probably wouldn't look out of place around here, but the beauty is we got a bit of speed on the beach passes.
Zorn Deals, inside pitch for a strike. What? 2 dead, yeah.
And
Warwick takes an inside pitch for a strike. Zorn Deals another one, and it's fouled off down the third baseline for 2 strikes on Jack Warwick.
Interesting thing here is Zach Shepherd, the first base run, is the tying run.
He's the tying run. Oh, there's still another inning to go, so don't get too carried away. And I think Baulkham Hills will be happy to score a couple. They're down by 3 with the bases loaded. Jack takes one in the dirt. Tommy Roberts trying to encourage the catcher to throw over his head. It's 1 ball, 2 strike count on Warwick. There's a high fly ball out into no man's land, and it's going to drop. It's dropped.
That's
2 runs are scored. Courtney's in, and Courtney's home, and Shepherd's home, and it's tied the game. He goes to 3 because it's come from the outfield. He gets 3. He gets 3 because the throw came from the outfield that went into the dugout. He was on his way between 1 and 2, and he gets 2 bags in the rules of baseball. We got a tied game.
Well, did I not call that?
Yeah. Excitement plus out here on Diamond 3. Everyone's cheering, and all of a sudden the Baulkham Hills team have come alive. Chris Oxspring, he's been walked 4 times. He is like a racehorse being loaded in. What will we call him? I call him a Lonro.
Yeah.
Would you call him an octagonal?
I think an octagonal. He's got
Octagonal. Superimpose. We'll call him a superimpose in the box. Takes an outside pitch for a strike, and there's...
it's almost no one wanted to touch him. He had a bit of leprosy, but he's got a chance to put Baulkham Hills in front.
Zorn dealing here to Oxspring. There's one. And I would say, just looking at things, Manly have run out of pitches with a positional player. And I'm not sure who they would go to next. Zorn deals. Oxspring drives a run home. And that's the first hit of Oxspring for the game as Baulkham Hills take the lead for the 2nd time in the game. Then we have Pello coming up as Baulkham Hills are up by 1 run. In the bottom of the 8th inning. The Manly dugout's gone quiet, and obviously pretty demoralising what's just happened here. Outside low and a strike on Alex Pello.
Yeah, it'd be interesting now from the Baulkham Hills point of view who they roll out for the top of the ninth.
Pello comes round and fouls that off, and
The Baulkham Hills bullpen has suddenly got off with action. Tommy Roberts is warming up. Dylan Wright's warming up. I'd say I'd back Tommy Roberts to come and close here.
I don't know if Tommy's hanging around, but I would. There's a ground ball to shortstop across to Oxspring, and there's a force out at second. So Pello's hit into a fielder's choice. Shortly here from Doonside. Welcome back to Doonside. Joining me is Johnny Kendrick. We're just going through the changes. The top of the ninth inning, Baulkham Hills have a one-run lead. Roberts on the mound, so the pitching change is Roberts is going from second base to the mound.
Harry Wilden goes to second base.
Scorers are swearing, trying to work out what's happened here. We have Harrison Wilden into the game at second base. Oxspring first, Ellison still at short, Courtney still at third. Left fielder is Alex Pello. Centre field still Percival, and right field is Jack Warwick. And Tommy Roberts on the mound, and I certainly wouldn't want to be facing Tommy Roberts in this situation. Johnny Kendrick, would you?
Nah. Look, a shout out to all our international listeners here coming to us from the home of baseball here at Plumpton. Big shout out to Ben Spake down there, Canberra. If you're listening, feel free to send us down some crankshaft or a bit of sprocket. A couple of guys are dying here from heat exhaustion.
Cluster 8.
What about the red IPA? I heard that goes down nice.
The red IPA. What the result of this next inning is, we're at the top of the dig. One team will go through to a grand final, live to fight another day against Cronulla next week. And everyone's on the edge of their seats as Roberts comes up to deal. Donnie having a few discussions about...
I think he's saying he likes to put the... bit of pork on the
likes the pulled porky, I think he was saying, on the pulled pork roll at the Keno.
Yeah.
Now, Robert Steels misses inside. There's a ground ball to Wilden. Wilden across to Oxspring for the first out of the inning. That's one out in the bottom or top of the ninth.
And Tommy Roberts, known for his accuracy, comes up, deals, gets the first out here for Baulkham Hills. 2 outs left.
Luke Brown, the right fielder, up to bat for Manly. And this kid is a beast, and he can put the ball in play. He hits it to the shortstop Ellison, who misses, gets a bad hop, and Luke Brown's,
The tying runs now at first base for Manly.
tying run. And that brings Tommy Butler, the third baseman, up for Manly. Tommy Baulkham. And Tommy Roberts is going to throw strikes. It's hard hit. Scorers are debating the play. Roberts throws a breaking ball for a strike on Tommy Butler. There's a ground ball up the middle. Wilden flips it to Ellison across the diamond. Oxspring, and that's the ball game. Baulkham Hills are through to the grand final in second grade, through to the grand final in third grade, and finished it off with a double play through Harrison Wilden.
And that sets us up for a very interesting night here to get the trifecta tonight.
Yes, we've got, join us if you're out there on the streaming. We will be moving to Diamond 1 and streaming the first grade major semi-final, which it's one apiece between Blacktown and Baulkham Hills. And we hope you've enjoyed our coverage and hope to see you later in the evening.